everyone, and welcome back to the SLFPodcast. I'm Allie.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Saralynn.
And we are here today with
Chris Black.
Welcome.
Okay, Chris, so tell us a little bit about yourself and your connection to the SLFP.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Belfast, Northern Ireland. I moved to Marquette in 2016. I then joined SLFP as a Sun Block in 2018 and graduated in 2020. And now I'm a graduate assistant for the SLFP and Superior Edge.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about what drew you to Northern and then what drew you to the SLFP as well.
Yeah, so originally I was actually recruited for the men's golf team. So I started that in 2016 and did that throughout my entire undergrad. And then in terms of getting involved with SLFP, I actually had spoken to a couple of RAs in my building, namely Andrew Olson, who was not only an SLFP graduate, but also was in my position previously. And then Mackenzie Garrity, my RA, actually had advised me to join SLFP, and that's what kind of put me down that path.
Awesome. So obviously you've completed the program. What did you think of it as a whole? Were you able to gain anything that you still use now?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I think one of the main things that I learned was really community involvement and engagement. A lot of projects in the community you think just kind of happen, but then once you start to see the back end of them, you really understand how much work needs to go into them. And then also throughout my time in the program, a lot of great memories of, fall retreats, the classes, the class projects, and things like that. And of course, still keep in touch with my mentor to this day.
Yes.
Very cool. What did you do for your community service internship?
Yeah, so for my community service internship, I worked with the Ordock Bot Eco Project, which are a group that are hoping to transform the Lower Harbour Ordock into a space that the community can use year round. So they're hoping to get walkable access, but then also even put a botanical garden on the roof with then hopefully glass enclosure and a lift going up the outside, the exterior of the Ordock, so you can go up there and walk around a year-round botanical garden.
That would be super cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
What drew you to that as your community service internship? Because that's something that's really unique.
Yeah, so they actually had a listing on the Northern Zone website for SLFP CSI opportunities. So I just reached out through that and then got connected that way. And then even until the start of this year, I had been kind of doing a little bit of work with them throughout my whole time here. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, wow.
So how do you feel your experience has been working as the grad assistant for SLFP now? Because you've got to both see the program, being a part of it, and then also working with the program.
Yeah, that's definitely, it's been interesting, a learning curve. Whenever you're in the program, you don't maybe appreciate all the different things that go into it and how much time it takes to organize and, reserving rooms, organizing food for meetings and things like that. Even like those basic details take a lot of work. And then, the content that goes into it as well. I think we're very grateful to have Eric now. He brings a new perspective, having been away at Michigan State for some years, and these are all positive things that are kind of changing and evolving with the program.
Nice.
So what has your favorite part been as a whole, getting to be a part of the program, both in and out? Is it different?
It is different. I say I still love fall retreat time. The relationship between the program and the mentors and, the mentees and the mentors is definitely a very important part of that as well. It's kind of a thing where you get out of it what you put in. And, if you really take the time to, meet your mentor and kind of learn from their example and their own experiences, then, you're really going to get a lot out of it. So I think that's definitely an interesting part of the program that you don't maybe get with other programs at the university, where you actually get paired with a mentor who has real life experiences and things that you hopefully have interest in as well.
That is really, really cool. I really appreciate that insight. So sadly, you are going to be graduating at the end of this week. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, I'm pretty much wrapped up now.
So you'll be staying in touch with the SLFP though, right?
Of course, I'll be filling out my Still Connected. So any alumni who are listening along, you should definitely fill out your Still Connected and, get yourself in the newsletter and, stay up to date with what everyone's getting up to and, let the program know, of course, what you're doing as well.
Fair. So also a note is that applications for the SLFP for any interesting parties who want to have cool experiences like Chris did are open right now, and those are not due until February 10th. So please check those out and fill them out if you're interested. We'd love to have you. Also, since you're almost done, why don't we, and we're filming this during finals week, how about we wrap up with a little study tip session? So we can each give a study tip Do you want to start, Saralynn?
Sure. I guess I would just say have a good balance of study time and break time. So if you're looking at a book all day, maybe get up, walk around, do something with friends. Just keep the balance. Good.
Yes. I would definitely say make sure that you're eating and sleeping correctly, because sometimes it's really easy to just eat whatever's there, but if it's gonna make you feel like crap, then I'm gonna fall asleep and I'm not gonna actually study.
Good tip. Good tip. I guess I would say like sometimes I like am working on something for like a long period of time and I'm like I'm sick of this. Like I can't do it anymore. So I like switch between subjects a lot. That kind of keeps my brain a little bit more engaged and gives me a little bit more motivation to kind of stay in it. So I'd say like switch up your subjects, your classes if you can. That helps me.
Yes.
My study tip would be utilize the second floor of the library. There are a lot of
Yes.
good quiet spots to get away from everyone and, you know, sit and study and do your work. But the Wi-Fi is also really fast and not as many people go up there. And I won't be there this year, thankfully, because I'm finished with my finals. So, you know, go and check it out.
Yes. Well, good luck, everyone, and thank you again, Chris, for joining us.
You're
Yeah,
very
thank
welcome.
you.
Have a great day.